So
Well, let's not do that then.
yeah, I think on like if we find a plot of land that's a great location from a resource aspect that doesn't require a lot of like shipping internationally or cargo to keep.
What about if,
Time
like, in theory, like if we had that plot right there?
Yeah, I've been talking to.
Now, we don't have this plot, but in theory, if we had that plot.
Here's a little restrictive, for sure.
What do you mean by a little restrictive?
Because everything has to come in from Barcelona. If that plot was in Barcelona, perfect, like best case scenario.
Oh.
But everything really has to come by the ferry. There's 3 ferries a day. So even like when I was looking at bringing product in here, everything had to go to Barcelona and then ferried over here.
So we could find a place in Barcelona then.
Yeah, there's quite a few scenic fabricators and like construction fabricators over there. Like there are people here on the island, but not at the same scale and speed that I think we're looking for a project like this.
How can you, so I need a compound where like 30, 40 people can stay. People are working on the music, people working on clothes, people are working on drone, people are working on staging, people who are working on streaming, right? We need, because we're looking for a compound. We need a compound, but we need to then, within 10 days, move from the compound to the drone. We need to move to our own compound, and the drone needs to become our compounds, where people, Nas, Nick, Brian, all these people are like staying in the drone. That's the next frontier for Yeezy. That has to happen within the next, 15 days, 30 days, 20 days. Like, okay, you have the mission possible to create a way to live inside of this language and vernacular.
A drone creative space is like the first iteration. I think it would be a really great like pioneer.
What do you mean by drone creative space? Like drone for the creators?
Yeah, drone just as like it's pods dedicated for like music production, for like stage, like, and it's just like.
But people not going back to a hotel? Do you hear that?
Yeah, like it's the drum system. So of course, like it's like focused there, and then there's also the sleeping pods and stuff like that. So it's just in the community, but
Yeah.
I think that's a great option.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, the framing systems in concrete. That's I think the.
But I don't think you should use concrete. Nothing should be like life isn't in concrete. Like the concrete is like even bad. Fuck concrete. It's like everything.
You could look at clay bases. You could look at some natural. The scale of the pods, we'd really have to dig into like a materials basis. Yeah, you could look at bamboo and clay or something of that sort. We just really have to look at the stability of those materials, because that provides. Concrete is one of the greatest modern inventions, but at the same time, I think it kills creativity sometimes, because it's just like, when in doubt, build it out of concrete. So.
Or hempcrete.
Yeah.
Why are you not saying when I say hempcrete? I'm like hemp.
No, for sure. I've seen the concepts around hempcrete. I've never worked with a material like that, but bamboo, like.
But that's the whole thing, killing creativity. Because I said hempcrete 2 times, you kind of didn't. When I say things that you haven't done with before, instead of not responding to them, gravitate to them and say, let me research more. Like, why am I channeling? Why am I saying that? Why is that interesting to me? And that's the thing. It's like what's interesting about when people come to work with me. It's like I kind of grab them by both shoulders and say, have you thought about it like this?
Yeah, I haven't ever really thought about hempcrete. I'll have to look at the mechanical properties of it.
I mean, there's so much development that we did with the foam. Like, how long does it take? Like, say we want to build 60-foot dome in that transparent foam structure that we made. If we're going to use those materials, you should start taking photographs of the actual materials that we're going to use also.
Okay. I'll print these up.
Okay. All right, so how would you give me a sketch right now, what you describe right now? Say we go to Barcelona, I want you to find a place in Barcelona, a plot of land, and say we need to make a community for 60 people, which could be 20 people, but I don't want to be a situation where we get up to 21 and now we got to get a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a community.
I mean, I've actually researched quite a bit about like the original structure that was built, and I think that like a wood basis, which is a natural material,
And it does have concrete, but
yeah, but I think there's other material alternatives where it's a bamboo, like bamboo scaffolding is very common in many parts of Asia for construction.
Yeah.
And like there are layer scaffolding systems made of bamboo, so like it has a lot of good properties. Wood is one of the greatest properties, and then it would be for fast deployment. If you're doing wood framing, then it's just finding like a natural fiber material. I think for the first iteration of like an exterior, like that's the quickest method. A clay or foam technically really isn't a natural material.
So maybe we should use foam.
Foam solves like the texture problem for us, but it's a substitute for clay in a way because most foams aren't biodegradable or anything. So like if you wanted to leave a site, like it doesn't.
What do we do for when we want things to be like soft? We want to have like a bed, a pillow. What do we make that out of? What's biodegradable? So we want to make the whole thing biodegradable.
I think there's some natural fibers like in the.
So can you do a sketch while we're talking? Grab a pen and paper, a marker paper, and sketch out your version of how you see the layout for a 60-person. I don't like the word compound and shit, but
I would say community. I think that's what you and I have the past few days have been like using. It's a Droam community.
A drone. Let's call it a drone. The drone community is redundant.
No, I don't have my. I wish I had my sketch.
Drone is like the word Smurf. You remember Smurfs and shit?
Yeah, the blue guys.
Yeah, well, Smurf, you say Smurf to Smurf. Like Smurf just meant a lot of things. Like drone is like the word Smurf.
How did you get the name Droam? Does it stand for something?
Yeah, just made this shit up. Just eventually it was like Villadrome, like a Villadome, and then it was drone, like your home, Rome built in a day, foam, using foam homes. It's just like, super dope. I'm really happy about that I have that. Yo, a good name, McDonald's, Apple, Yeezy, Drone, good name, Yay, Kanye, these things like really could take you a long way. While the media, when the companies want to use, everyone wants to use my name, whether good or bad, it's a good name. But a real thing, it's really difficult. How often do you hear people say, Yay? Didn't 50 Cent say, did he say Yay sucking dick for 8 years, or did he say Kanye sucking dick for 8 years?
I don't know.
Do you remember? Can you just pull it up? But my thing is, a lot of times, if somebody wants to speak positively on me, or if someone wants to speak negatively on me, give me examples where they say Yay and then speak negative. Because the Yay is a form of respect. It's like taking your shoes off in a house or whatever. Like, people could say Kanye and just, they don't have to have respect. Yay is like it's like saying sir also. Like, yay. It really trips my daughter out, the fact that she's like, yo, your name was that and you changed your name to this. And like, it's so good that she can know and remember that I was able to do that. Even me, I was like, wow, he really got done the things he wanted to get done. The guy, Sean, he was telling other people about not doing the song. And it's like, bro, I already saying you can't do Hell Hitler in Korea. I'm like, bro, it's so funny that he would fathom that I wouldn't do that song or that I would do a show and then not do that song. When I fought, like I blew up, I had to blown up this year alone, no less than $100 million by doing a swastika t-shirt. That swastika t-shirt cost me no less than $100 million. The swastika t-shirt cost me no less than $100 million. Sweet. So how could someone tell me to not perform Hell Hitler, biggest hit song of this year? I'm just like willing that into fruition. I'm proclaiming it. Not just a hit song, but just a song for life, and that shit comes on. Like Blood on the Leaves. Or am I tripping?
You're right.
No, you didn't get that say Blood on the Leaves, or am I tripping? Like trip. Never mind. Yeah. Because I invented rage,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
That was when is Droam gonna be ready?
No, I know people want the shout out, so it's a shout out. Much love, all hugs, whatever, it's like whatever. But what are you saying? What is what?
Yeah, when do you think Droam is gonna be ready to live in?
in tonight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we will be staying in a Droam. How much documentation do you guys want to do? How much streaming do you guys want to do? Because we should. I know I can stream myself, which is definitely cool, and we can do that. But whatever feels right when you guys are, you know, it should be like this road to Droam, and people are following it. What do we do about like the people who want to come in way after the fact, like when, like the Kai Sinets and Aiden Rosses want to pull up after it's cool, you know? Oh, it's safe now. Because
Say no.
why do you say no?
I
My
feel
thing
I
about
feel like
Droam
there's
is
an-
it's always yes.
Well,
It's always yes.
everyone's included.
It's kind of like, it's like bitches and shit. Like if the bitch didn't fuck you before you have money, and you finally get the fuck, you're gonna say no. You got money, you know, like what are you talking about? Like, or not much just money, or you got whatever it is that she may think is, you know, of value to her, to fuck or whatever. That's just like, a lot of times it'd be money. Even if it's just with money to wanna fuck, dudes with money.
Road to Droam, so streaming the lead up and then streaming in the Droam.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to do that for sure.
I know, I thought you'd wanna do it.
Yeah.
That's more than just like content to consume. It's like a
Futuristic.
yeah. It's
It's some Minecraft shit. It's some birth of a nation shit. Also, it's the
Right.
it's the
It's a
way.
movement.
Yeah, the way to do. This is like a Minecraft happening. Like I talked to that editor. What's this guy's name? Joe. Jonas said. You know Jonas that would do the interview, put like me and Elon together? Oh. Modern brilliance in the ways like, bro, you could do the book, take this tweet, take this piece of information, take this, and then line it up, and it's like, boom, mine cost 2 chapters before I go to sleep. And that's my call, my mind call. The, or Birth of a Nation.
So
There you go. Okay, let's look at it.
That was quick.
John, what did you think of what's
More of like a scaled pod where like a central hub has a purpose, or like if it's a larger community, and this is sort of yay myself and like a guy who's coming tomorrow, we've talked about this a lot, but it's like if it's a purpose-built like sub-community, it's a larger picture scalable community, but each pod has a goal, or like-minded people would gather in a pod or a system.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're a whole bunch of streamers, like it's like-minded people that are here, somebody adds, add an additional pod or a grouping. The shape, it's more of like a system here. I'm not more of a, John's more of a creative and more of a system, but it's like.
You know what I like is like having as little separation as possible needed. You need like togetherness. I don't like the word Droam means together. Droam, I need to define this to new. There's a word for new words. It's a word that represents new words. But Droam, first definition is together. And as we go on, we'll define what Droam is over the next week, month, year, life, and update it. What is Droam exactly? And what I'm saying tonight is Droam means together. So you got stream, create. What was the first one? It said connect.
Yeah, connect. I mean,
Those are like, okay, I'm not turned to, as ASAP Ferg said, I'm not whole. I'm just gonna be yay for a second because I still have some diamond fangs. That's stupid. Make it put it all in one. You're about to go like this, right? Like,
Nope. Okay. Recreate.
yeah, make one circle. One. Have you seen the nuclear generation? I showed you that one that looks like it's just like one circle. It's like a vortex. I sent you that vortex.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
we
did.
went back on that.
You have
What are
to
your thoughts on, so in the big,
pull
in like
that up, that is it. Now what are my thoughts on what?
so we were talking about like privacy and like areas. So if we're in a large community, how do you see
Is that it?
I'll pull it up here.
Pull that one up. That's what it is. You have this, I need to pull that up in order to explain
I'll
it.
find it. It was many texts ago.
But, so what? Like, I love you, hug, it doesn't matter if it's many texts ago, just pull it up. You're here, grab your phone. You know where your phone is. I'm glad y'all like that Jesse song, that's incredible. That's one, but that's not it.
That's not.
I'll see. I wish I had that as the main thing.
You missed this too?
When is Alex get there?
Something about it.
He's in the air right now.
It's
I'll text him.
not something.
Alright, can you start looking towards the Barcelona situation?
Let's just use this one for now.
Yeah, I'll reach out.
We got a basic problem. This is back.
You know what we're missing? The string. The string should be louder on flowers. The chorus, the strings need to be louder on flowers.
9,500.
But we need to get all these to Ergo. I mean, we can upload this now,
We should.
but we gotta get everything to Ergo. Literally every single thing.
Yeah.
Ergo, the new stuff. Can we hear it again? There's something about Ergo makes it seem like brings them, I don't know, loud. Yeah. Yeah, the 808's not hitting.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. That's the whole thing. I think we need to go with the other one units.
Okay.
For now.
Okay.
And we'll get it right. I just said that to Urkel. I gotta get to the airport.
Yeah, I know.
Here we go.
Yes, sir.
The drone movie seems like the
Pick
future.
that one up. Where's it? Yeah, it's in
Self-sustaining.
What do people say? Like they never
Write
say,
everything from Tennessee.
like they say he's controversial, but they never say he's wrong. He's just wrong at the time.
I might envy you. I'm not always right. I'm always right, but it's not always right now. I'm like, should I consider wearing this kind of hat that people?
That's pretty sick.
I used to wear this kind of hat. Then I like stopped wearing this hat.
Jay, find the 50 Cent. If he said Kanye or Ye, I couldn't find it.
If he said yay, then it's love.
Yeah, whenever they say you're mentally ill or something, they say Kanye.
Sometimes people say Kanye in like a positive way. I got a new rule. If someone says Kanye online and someone wants to tell me they said Kanye online, like, translate it to yay when you translate it to me. Don't bring me nothing that was said online. And
You seen the Wiz, right?
you said what?
You seen the Wiz, right?
Yes.
Remember Evil Lane, the song she got?
You gotta tell me. I'm not gonna remember what you're saying.
Don't nobody bring me no bad news. That's the
Yeah.
Evil Lane.
They're saying he said Kanye, not Ye.
Well, if you said Kanye and yay, then it's like there's a drop of disrespect then. There you go. Because
No, he said Ye actually.
he did.
Yeah, he said Ye.
There you go. Because
Oh no, he said Ye actually.
he did.
Yeah, he said Ye. Yeah, I found the.
What's different?
The Ye vocals were
Okay.
his group has, or Ye's vocals were clear.
Okay.
You flying out tomorrow?
I need to check.
The American people voted for secure borders. Well, Mr. President, can I say I wear a lot of hats?
Oh, well, this part.
Even my hat has a hat. The American people voted for secure borders, safe cities, and sensible spending. And that's what they got. Tremendous
This
amounts
song is
of
gonna be
public
fucking
first
beautiful.
as everyone has said.
That's not the one.
I know that can't do
Administration before
tonight.
ever.
Yes.
Turns
Period.
out how good at the beginning.
So,
Yeah,
this
two
portends very well
hours.
for what happens the rest of the
I just heard
administration.
Atlas. I don't know what it
I just
is.
think
Maybe it was
this
just
administration here tonight.
we just gotta get.
From Trump's cabinet. I was just looking at this, Droam, with Droam, I'm gonna be put on Trump's cabinet. That, now we have because I still like that thing when I would make music, like, I'm not gonna win a Grammy with this. I'm gonna do this. They'd be like, yo, we've seen this guy spaz out. We've seen this. This guy, the loose cannon's got all the stuff that the media said. This guy's spazzing out by not seeing his kids, can't even get control of this. He blew up all these deals. With Droam, I am going to become part of the cabinet because I have something that has been put inside of me that I'm channeling that needs to be brought to the same, with the same forces that made sure that bullet did not hit Trump. So,
That was the most accurate thing I've heard all day.
what?
That was the most accurate thing I've heard all day.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, Murray.
It's like we working with supernatural
Yeah,
forces already.
the government funding angle too is a whole other vector because like he's talking about putting 500 billion into AI plants with a group of people. Like the government should be putting 100 billion into sustainable living and future community.
Why less? I love what you said, but can you restate that without the slight? The government's putting
I
what?
actually wasn't.
What?
It was just. I'm just.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Just redo it, update it without the slight.
Yeah.
The government, just go ahead, just do it. Walk with me right here, because you did a slight.
The government's putting. They didn't do it.
Just come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
It's
so
cool.
the government-
Hug.
Yeah.
Update. You did a slight.
The
Now
government.
update it.
The government should be putting 500 billion into future community.
Not 500 million, but one
500.
R I L L I. You don't have it now? It should be
Speak
putting
up.
double. It should be putting double what they put into that.
1 trillion.
Yes.
Okay.
It's love. I don't want you to take it. Are you gonna take that? as a
No,
side?
not at all. Not at all. But yeah, I mean, that's where the money should go, right? Like, how are we going to survive another 700 years and update the system? Spain had blackouts last week. This house didn't turn off, and most of Barcelona and Madrid was off,
It was this week.
right? Yeah, like days ago.
Yeah, it is.
So, what's more important than updating the living system?
Looks like Star Wars.
Somebody had to design it. And you see cities of the future, like someone had to design this. Someone's got to design that. Cool thing about this and just culturally, it's like when this thing does become standard, people will run this back and like the people will know, you know, for a bit, this is where this came from. I don't want to be gentle in general engineering or general magic. Is that documentary about the people who made all that shit that Apple used? But that company didn't work.
One thing is when you ask me like, oh, am I going to take it bad that, you challenged me, right? I actually think my observation of getting to spend time with you and learn about like your skill sets and work ethic and everything, like Neon was saying, one of the things that I think is the most like amazing is how you actually challenge and you bring the best out of people, which is totally conflicting to what the media talks about. Like, and I know Sneeko says this, like you pushed him to do a better job on the cut of the edit. Like even like there were ways you could keep improving, and so you challenge and you don't accept anything less than the best. And so like the people around you improve because of it. Like it's like you're making people, you're not just letting them be okay. Like no, you didn't say why 100 instead of 5. What? Okay, 500. No, not 500. 1 trillion more.
To the point of spelling it out. Like
You had to spell it.
Literally.
And the thing is, like,
spelled it out.
that's like being a teacher.
Oh yeah.
Not that you're necessarily like saying you're a teacher.
I am.
I'm trying to be who you are.
I'm Donna's son.
Yeah.
My dad and mom are both teachers. They met.
So you just wow, that's amazing.
So, but look at all the, known millionaires, billionaires, because money isn't everything. You also have food that you can't buy without money. So money is a great signifier. As I say, like how many millionaires do you know that Virgil made? Isn't that so funny for that man to be, for that man to be so, coveted or whatever his name, his legacy, but he hasn't made one millionaire? That's the type of shit. Like, that's why I was like, tell me a Kendrick Lamar bar that changed your life. And it's like, nigga, don't never say you king, no, while I'm living. If you ain't said a bar that's changed a nigga life, like, I am not drinking the fucking Kool-Aid, bro. No, nigga. And I'm not drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. Like, you not a prophet, bro. You not a prophet.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Trying to get the slaves free.
That's a prophetic line. Like Drake, prophet. Like Trav, not a prophet.
Definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? Like you get Soldier Boy, prophet.
Yes.
That's actually pretty sick.
Soldier. Dave Blunt's prophet. You know what I'm saying? Eminem, prophet. 50 Cent, prophet. Like a Jay-Z, prophet. Nas, prophet. I talk about.
What about like Pharrell?
Not the word prophet, but
With an F?
oh no, he made prophet. I would say, well, prophet.
Is he a prophet with an F? Like
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're no, but he's not like just a money guy. So he enjoys money. I would say he did prophesize, like he made those Clips albums, bro. That shit was like, those beats are groundbreaking and legendary.
It's the best we can do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would put Pharrell, but I was just thinking about rappers and shit.
It's cool.
Like, I don't consider him to be a rapper, but yes to Pharrell.
I mean, let's get it out.
Yes to Pharrell. Tyler Creator, not a prophet. Tyler Creator is like if a critic knew how to play the keyboard.
Literally.
Wow. Nailed it.
Nailed it, bro,
Nailed it.
right?
Hammer, man.
I had this one joke, I was like, I said something about Virgil. I don't know what the joke is, but the more important part of the joke is I said, well, that put the nail in the coffin.
Actually, one thing that
Dark joke right there.
one thing
I
that
just got that one. That's a dark joke, yeah.
one thing you said yesterday that we actually never got, like, somehow, like, the topic switched right away, but you called it.
Hold on, man.
Yeah, I'll look at
Still laughing about it.
Yeah, let's soak that in.
Okay, good. I know you guys don't want to, like, but I do. So, piss on your grave?
Oh, that's who it's about?
No, was he still, no, he's still alive.
Oh, okay.
So it's prophetic. Nowadays it's about him. Ah, man, I gotta use the bathroom. Where's Virgil's grave? Okay, so.
Oh my god.
That wasn't.
I don't endorse that joke. I
I
don't
would
endorse
prefer that
that
one
joke.
over the quick one.
The Quail moment.
The quick one was crazy.
Rest in peace.
But I'll take the Virgil one. Virgil can't come after me.
But one of Virgil's millionaires will, so no one.
Yeah.
Uh,
I feel safe.
one of the